Well, the sun's up. It's warming up. Most of them are still out there. Got a few sneaking into the lot. I'm sure they'll all come in for breakfast. They got to come in for water anyway. Because where they're at now, they got nothing other than up here in the lot. So, July 4th. Have a safe one, everybody. Started the day out at a whole 47 degrees and a heavy dew. And even though the sun's been hitting the plastic barrel has still got dew on it. Let's see. Yeah, our low this morning is just about the reverse of what the high was yesterday. Kind of. 47, 48 degrees this morning, and it was, I think we made it to about 84 yesterday. That's what I saw in one of them. Anyway. Get something going this morning. Brooke usually doesn't end up working for Maury on Mondays, but she just left to go up there. A couple extra things they got to get done. And, he's got a couple of Montana tractors. That's what he's got, them green ones. And he lost a wheel bearing in one a few months ago. Well, they told him it's going to be like 3 months before you get it. So he bought a little LS tractor. And I guess he's still liking it. Very similar. But the parts finally came in for the other one, for the Montana. So since it's blocking the middle of his shop, they're going to get it together today. At least that's their plan. And Talene actually got up early this morning. She got to run to the bank and get some cash out for some things. So she left before Brooke did, believe it or not. Things we got to get done is Becky had to get a tire fixed on her car the other day, and Jeff at the tire shop didn't tell me that the tires came in for that rake, so she brought them home with her. Yeah, they get those wheels off. It can set right there for right now. It ain't hurting nothing. Bring a jack down, a couple of them maybe, and pick it up, and pop them off. Maybe make her take them out to the tire shop tomorrow, because he can do them on the machine a whole lot easier than I can do them sitting here. Sun comes, sun goes. Tires and wheels sitting there to go to town. Rakes on blocks. Doesn't it look good? It just floats in the air like that. And the grapple that was sitting here, I got it welded up, taken care of. I put it away and put the pallet forks back on. And there's a reason. A very, very important reason. Well, you always check someone's work. She's had this thing apart almost as many times as I've had. Anybody that knows will see an issue here. If that one's pointed straight at me, and that one's pointed straight at me, that one should be in that position. And yeah, they haven't been tightened down yet on top. But the hubs are already tightened down. So they all got to come back off and get the hubs lined up. It's really, 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 really easy to do, even with just the hub on. If the hub is in that position, so where the 4 bolts set, this one should look exactly the same all the way through. You want your bolts all to be in. If you get at one end and look down, these 2 bolts should line up with 2 bolts here. Same with those 2, all the way down. They should all be identical. So, I mean, this would be a bad thing if it was together and we fired her up. So, I'm going to take it all apart. That looks better. They're all on in the same position. The only one that may not be is the very end one, but I think it is. The bolts didn't want to move out real easy, and my hands don't fit in there too good, but it looks to me like we're straight with it. And it's easy to tell here. You got a bolt here, a bolt hole here, a bolt hole here, a bolt right there. They should be a straight line if you can't figure it out this way. They're all splined on there. These are the shock hubs, so basically the spline on the shaft is like 1,000 RPM PTO shaft spline, give or take. But there's only 5 teeth in these shock hubs. They do that so that's the weak spot. So if you do hit something with a turtle, rather than taking out the gearbox, it takes out that shock hub. It's a whole lot cheaper. The earlier models, before this model, I think they were a full spline. One lonely farmer ran into that quite a few years ago because he did a lot of damage on his. I think he had a 1411. Don't quote me on that though. But he was busy replacing all kinds of stuff. And just because you got those splines don't mean you don't happen to hit 2 of them at the same time and take out a gearbox. We've done that. The nice thing is, pull that out front and back, and just the gearbox comes out and you can replace it. It's kind of a bitch though, because you gotta drop at least one end of the cutter bar and support everything to do it. We've done, I think this one and this one I think have been replaced. I know this one has been. So anyway, you tighten that center bolt back down and go ahead and put the turtles back on, except for that end one. I still gotta do something different there. I still don't know why the hell they can't figure that out at the factory, how to keep that from getting fudged up. I really don't. I mean, it's stupid. If there was more clearance in there, it'd make a hell of a difference, but there's not. That looks much better. And if you happen to turn them there, well, somewhere in there, they should all be parallel. That end one is off. Somewhere, somehow, I could pull it off and turn it. But it's off so very little, it'll never hit. It's just not exactly perfect. But then the whole thing ain't exactly perfect anymore. You know, 13 seasons at probably a minimum 400 acres a year. So there's a little wear to everything. Still got a lot of life left though. I mean, hell, the rollers don't even show that much. But anyway, I'm gonna say screw it and go find me something to eat. And maybe try to see what I can figure for sure for there. I don't know. I really gotta get the parts from Tom, and then I'll have it made, maybe. Yep, Dino being a jackass. He wants to stand over here and talk to these girls. Well, Bam Bam stands quietly right there. So, Ty's been going for walks in the evening. She went down this afternoon and sat underneath that maple down there by the creek with Blue. I heard me a couple little pops. Said she had 2 gophers right across the creek from her. Decided to poke their heads out. So I came out to see if I could find any. Oh yeah. I got on the bike about 4 o'clock. Stopped, talked to her for a few minutes, get up here. Found a few fresh holes. They finished about 4 o'clock and I didn't get out here till 20 minutes after, I suppose, I guess. Something like that. But anyway, I missed it on the way down the lane. Those 4 killdeer eggs, they hatched today. She said she got about a 15-second video. They were still wet when she got that one, and she was going to see if she could find them on her way back up. So you'll get at least 15 seconds of video here at the end. Hopefully she found them and you get a little more. Anyway, hope you all have had a good 4th of July. Be safe. And hey, tomorrow's a work day for everybody, not just us poor farmers, right? Thanks for watching, everybody. As long as I'm sitting here, he's behaving himself, believe it or not. Looks like just one baby right there, middle of the screen. Mommy and Daddy here. No, maybe it's 2. I can't tell from here. Mommy and Daddy get really excited when I'm right here. If I roll back down the hill 10 feet, that's fine. And they're not out here in the lane. Oh, there should be 4. There actually could be 4. I mean, they're so tiny. You've seen how big the eggs are. That's how big they are when they come out. Hopefully I'm still looking at them. Oh, there they are. Sorry about that. I'm zoomed just about all the way in. Yeah, it won't zoom in anymore. But there they is. And so hopefully Ty got some better video and you'll see it here directly. Due to technical difficulties, she can't get me those 2 videos she has. So, I guess we'll see those tomorrow, I hope. Happy 4th, everybody.